Join me for a quick and slightly controversial Bible study that I really think can be used in our current society to help make sense of so many of the things that we're seeing. So in Galatians and Corinthians and a few other books as well, it talks about the principle of becoming a new creation and your identity being placed in Christ when you give your life to Christ. So as Christians, we know that our identity is supposed to be in Christ because he now lives within us. And it says in Galatians 2:20, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. So even though we are still living in our flesh and amongst others in society, our identity needs to be strictly about Christ. So it may sound like a sacrifice, but that actually takes so much of the burden off of us as Christians to follow societal trends, to fit in certain ways, and to just feel that burden that we need to keep up with everything and keep up with the world and be sensitive to other people's judgment, which is not true. And it's really sad because obviously we see a lot of people searching for identities through different things, proclaiming different identities, aligning themselves with certain trends or aesthetics and basing their entire identities around that. And then we also see a lot of people who use zodiac signs and personality tests. And as a sucker for a good personality test, I totally understand the appeal. But if you dig deep, you realize that it's because you are searching for an identity. And as Christians, our identity is in Christ. He lives through us, and we need to reflect that while we are still here in the flesh.